Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Memo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're taking a look at the Neca Gargoyles Thailog Ultimate Action Figure. This is the second release in their Gargoyles line, which I am getting more and more excited about, to be honest. I've seen announcements for quite a few figures, including Bronx, Demona, and a few others. They're all looking pretty good. Definitely excited for this line. If you've been following my channel, in my community tab, I've got pictures of a diorama that I just completed, just in time to receive this. But I'm going to start working on another one for the bad guys. Anyhow, all that being said, we've got some beautiful box art on the front, but we're not here for boxes, are we? Let's dive in and see what he has in store for us. Stay tuned. As you can see, he does come with quite a few accessories, so let's take a look. In addition to the fierce fighting hands, he does come with a left and right fisted hand, all sculpted very nicely. He does come also with a weapon holding hand, and that is meant to go along with his little handheld rocket launcher. This is very nicely done, painted beautifully with silver and black, and very nicely sculpted. He will hold that very securely in his gun holding hand. He comes with his briefcase from that one scene in that one episode. It does open, revealing the keys and the cash. Nicely done. He does come with this beautifully done blast effect. Very nicely painted. You've got one end for the rocket itself, and then one end that fits on the gun. Very big, but beautifully painted and sculpted. It's got one nice thing too, is NECA realized that it's probably going to be a little bit heavy for the figure to hold, so they did put a little divot here for a stand. So nice of them to think of that. But this is a massive, well, this is the biggest blast effect I've ever seen, to be honest, but it looks really good. To use the blast effect, it's really very simple. Take the missile off of the gun itself. You plug this into the blast effect into the gun, and then the other end, the missile itself, into the tip of the blast effect. Now if you wanted to, he can support it. It's somewhat difficult to get him to stand just because it's so heavy, and you'll notice the arms start to droop a little bit. So I do recommend take advantage of that stand peg, or that stand hole, and use one if you're going to use this. Otherwise, it looks terrific. It really does. He comes with wings, just like Goliath did, on the same type of mounting point. Same mold, honestly, but it is done really well. You've got the veins going through visibly. Looks really good. You got the claw on the tip. Both very nicely done. Taking his head off just to show you how easy it is to work with the wings. There's obvious depressions in his back with a hole, and you just plug them in and pivot them down. Very easily done. And you can move them around as you see fit once you do have them put on. Last but not least, he does come with his tail. You're going to definitely want to use this for standing him up. It's got a pivot point as well as a plug on the end, just like Goliath, and it is a bendable wire in there, so definitely going to be coming in handy for getting him to stand and pose for you. The way the tail works is you just simply and literally plug it into the hole. Just like that. Alright, with accessories out of the way, let's take a look at the figure. And I have to say, he looks fantastic. Just for the sake of ease, we're going to do the figure review without the wings on, but there's a good look at the face sculpt. He's got tremendous eyes. A little bit of red there on his nose. I might see if I can remove that later, but man, it looks fantastic. Love the white hair streaked with black. Everything is basically the same mold as Goliath, with a little bit of subtle differences to the face. Coming down the chest, you've got the wonderfully painted dark blue and black. Looks really, really good. Same going down the arms. Beautiful details as far as skin tone, carving, veins. The sculpt is fantastic. We got the blue cloth and silver buckle with a black belt. Looks outstanding. Coming down the legs, beautiful sculpting on the legs, knees. And then you've got his big feet. Looks wonderful. There's the view from the back. Just wonderful sculpting. And articulation wise, head is on a ball, so you're limited back just due to the hair. But it is on a double ball, so you do get some forward and back movement, not much, but you can pivot left and right, give it a little attitude. You can look down. Shoulders, I feel that this has a lot more freedom as far as articulation than Goliath. A lot less stiffness, but shoulders will get you up to there without any issues. You can go all the way around if you want. Upper bicep rotation. You do have a double jointed elbow, which will get you more than 90. And all of the hands do have rotation and pivot in and out. So you've got an ab crunch right there at the center of the abdomen, so you can do forward, back, teapot. He does have waist rotation as well in 2 spots inside the ab crunch as well as at his waist. Legs have a bit more freedom than Goliath, I feel. They can go up quite a bit. You do get more than 90 on the knee without any issues. Feet can pivot up and down. You have a rocker as well as a twist. You've got the ability to twist the leg at the thigh, up here at the upper thigh, as well as at the knee. And then the toes do have additional articulation up and down. So wonderfully articulated, and I really do feel that he has more freedom than Goliath did. And I'm not seeing the paint fall off this guy like I was with Goliath. So I don't know, maybe they molded this guy first and then painted Goliath afterwards. I don't know, but he feels less restricted, if that makes sense. Here's a good example of what I mean. I would have found it really difficult and somewhat of a pain to get Goliath into a pose like this, just because the extra paint, it tends to get in the way. So there's a lot more stiffness with the character, a lot more fear that you're going to damage it by trying to just articulate it the way it's intended to. But Thailog does a pretty good job of getting down closer to that typical frozen in stone pose. Just for comparison, here he is with Goliath, and just because I had him close, here he is with G.I. Joe Classified Barbecue. So what do I think of NECA's second figure in the Gargoyles line, Thailog? I gotta admit, I think that he's outstanding. He looks amazing. The paint, sculpting, detail on both him and the accessories are superb. Two things that I would like to see is, one, give us multiple wing options, or give us a set of wings that you have the ability to articulate rather than just these fixed wings, because they do make it difficult to pose just because they are so heavy. I mean, he's too heavy for the Neca stand, the one that they provide for their action figures. Also, if you're going to include a briefcase, give us more than one hand, giving him the ability to hold it. He's holding it here just because I took a knife and I cut a little slit between the figure, the thumb and the fingers on his fisted hand. So he's holding it very, very precariously. But other than that, I mean, those are just some small nitpicks. I think that Neca really knocked it out of the park with this, and I hope they continue to do so with the next figures in the line. I really do. Pretty excited with all the announcements that they've made. I'm hoping Demona is next, but it might be Bronx, which that'd be cool too, because it comes with the draped wings for Goliath. So, good things to look forward to. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. These are 3 free things that you can do that are easy for you, but can help me out immensely. All that being said, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.